Hello, welcome back to another depressed podcast. Wrong! We're in a good mood today. Way! We did it! Well, at least I am. I don't know about Joe.
I'm alright.
I didn't ask him.
I think I'm alright. I think I'm doing fine.
Did you just mean to stick your middle finger up at me while you wiped your nose? Was that like subliminal?
No, that must have been something tucked away in the deep recesses of my mind. The recesses.
Oh my god. Are you sure you're okay?
I still got a bit of that juju in me, but I'm fine. I'm getting over it.
Okay, good. I don't know what that juju is, but for once, it's a good mood podcast. And coming up in today's podcast, a couple updates, some piss, shit, and vomit, and then probably some conspiracies. We'll see how it goes.
I like conspiracies.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. A fun little cheeky one. There's not much planned, but sometimes those are the best ones. So, quick update. It's the podcast recording after KSI's last fight.
Yes.
It was a mid event, I would say. Misfit 7. Yeah. It was kind of mid. Some people have slightly different opinions on the fights that happened compared to us. For example, Tennessee Thresh versus Paige Keiki. You know, those ladies that were just kind of like slap. People thought that were a great fight. I don't think
it was great. I mean, I thought I'd say it was maybe one of the better ones, but that still isn't really saying much, to be honest.
I thought it could have been worse, but I wouldn't rate it that good. So
as good as Minx's one.
No, it wasn't. The reason I mentioned that is because if you've been keeping up with this podcast, you'll know that for a few podcasts, not like the last few, but for a few recent podcasts, we've had a lot of haters on the fight reaction videos. And I read out a bunch of comments and kind of complained about it and all that sort of junk. And I decided I'm going to switch up my strategy on how we upload fight content. I'm only going to upload reactions that are like quick and when there's knockouts or anything like that. And then I'll make a prediction videos before the fights. That's what I did, and I'm pleased to report it's gone very well. Not a single bad comment.
Wow.
It's literally just a bunch of people saying, great video, liked this a lot, really good.
Is it actually, or are you pulling my chain? Are you goofing me?
No, it genuinely is.
Wow.
For example, the KSI versus Joan Fournier one, KSI doesn't get that many views when we upload a video reacting to his fights. I think that's because there's probably a lot of content surrounding his fight, and I think he gets drowned out. So normally, the ones that you don't expect, that like I've not heard of, kind of do better. So, for example, Virus versus DK Money. That's the other one that we uploaded. That's got 5.6 thousand views.
Wow.
It's done really well, and it's got 73 likes and only 7 dislikes. So, that's a massively different ratio to last time we did all of this.
Pretty good,
15 comments, all just positive as well. Even on the KSI video, it was positive and everything. So, yeah, sweet. I'm pleased with it. It's gone well. So, unless anything changes, that's what we'll be doing in the future as well. We'll probably keep it up like that. It's given us some subscribers and things like that this time, so that's good. Judd, I wanted to ask you about something, because you were when we were watching these fights and you were a bit bored, you were playing Hearthstone a bit.
I was. Not during the fight. Not during the fights, I want to say, just when we were sort of waiting for stuff to like actually get started and happen. It wasn't. I had the phone down during the fights. Fine. It's not really worth talking about. It's funny that you bring up Hearthstone, actually, because I want to actually yell at Blizzard for a different game. So I'm glad that I am glad that you brought them up. But on the Hearthstone front, there's nothing really incredible to report. I'm stuck pretty much at about platinum something, like I'm platinum 8, right? Yeah.
Imagine being stuck in platinum. You're talking to a diamond 3 ranked Apex Legends player.
I know. God damn it. But yeah, that's where I sort of am at the moment.
How different is that to the highest rank you've got? So you might have to explain how hard.
Yeah.
For starters, for people who've not listened, this is a video game that we're talking about. Ranked video games. If you're not into video games for whatever reason, you can skip ahead. We'll be talking about all sorts of other stuff. Or you can stick around and listen to it. Who knows? But why don't you explain what Hearthstone is now the ranked system works real quick, just for anyone who doesn't know.
It is a card game that is made by Blizzard, and you'll know Blizzard from such titles as Warcraft. Yes, a virtual card game. You'll know them as from such titles such as Warcraft, or StarCraft, or World of Warcraft, or World of StarCraft. That one's not real.
Minecraft?
They don't do that. No,
Weird,
that one's
not do that one. No one's
they don't do that one. So yeah, they basically did a card game called Hearthstone, which was a digital card game that all the cards were based off of like creatures and spells and monsters and stuff from World of Warcraft. And I got super duper into it at one point. I got all the way to Diamond 1, which, to put that in perspective, it goes.
So what are all the ranks? The first one. Yeah.
So it's bronze, silver, gold. Platinum.
Wait. So within bronze, silver, and gold, does it split between that? Is there like bronze 1, bronze 2, bronze 3, or anything like that?
So every category, apart from legend, which I'll talk about in a second, has like 10 steps to it, and every time you win a game, you earn a star, and to go up each step, so you start at gold 10, and then you go to bronze 10, then bronze 9, bronze 8, and to go up, you win games, and each game gets you a star, and to go up each time you need 3 stars. Per one.
So in theory, you should have to get what would it be like? It'd be like 70 times 3 or something. How many ranks is there? Bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. And that's so that you'd have to get
diamond, then legend.
50 times 3 stars, 150 stars then to get to the top rank then, yeah?
But if you've won, like if you're on a bit of a win streak, you'll start getting 2 stars for every win. So that can change it as well. But also, depending on how far you got through, like up the ladder the last season, and the season restarts every month, you get bonus stars at the start of the next season. So
that it means that not all the top players are just destroying lower level players.
Lower, like all the time. They do at the start of the season, but because everybody goes all the way back down to bronze 10 at the start of the season. So there kind of is that Scrabble.
I thought you meant that you don't go all the way back down. So say you got to diamond before, you might only reset to gold, for example.
No, everybody goes all the way back down to bronze 10 at the start of the season, but you'll get like way more stars for a win than like someone who's just come onto the game and started playing and is now at bronze 10. So like, because I'm at plat 8, I'll probably get something like 12 stars per win for all the way through bronze. Right. And then in silver, it might be like 8
That's
stars.
On the next reset.
Yeah. On the next reset, I'll get like 12 stars through bronze, then 8 stars through silver, then maybe like 4 or 5 through gold, and then in like plat, it'll be like normal 1-star thing. So yeah. But once you've done bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, which my highest that I've ever got to is diamond 1, 2 stars away from getting onto legend.
God, I can't believe you gave up.
It's not just like I literally spent like I think a week at
I know. When I say that, I don't mean I can't believe you gave up because you were so close and you should have done it. What I mean is I can't believe how much difference that last 2 stars is compared to all the rest of the rank.
Yeah, but it's one side that, because obviously there's people that know what they're doing at that rank, but it's also bullshit, and a lot of it's bullshit. Like you just think, come on now, that interaction shouldn't be how those like cards work, and just bullshit RNG and shit like that. But it's probably bullshit RNG that fucking got me all the way to Diamond 1 as well. So win some and lose some. But once you get to Legend, I think how it works is basically you are rank Legend, and then there's a number in the middle
Yeah.
of your little legend thing. And what I think that is how high you are, like, in your region. So if if you're like legend 720, you are the 720th highest rank player in your region. That's
there's
how
a
that
similar
works.
sort of thing with the ranked system
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how it goes.
So you're like, what did you say? You're Platinum 8?
I'm Platinum 8 right now.
And are you kind of stuck at Platinum 8 at the minute?
A little bit, yeah.
But do you
Just
think you'll get any further?
No, maybe not with this deck. My deck that got me all the way to Diamond 1 was during Goblins and Gnomes, Goblins versus Gnomes, and it was the Boom Warrior deck, which what you did with that was there was certain cards that like shuffled bombs into your enemy's deck. Sorry, I'm being called. I don't turn that off. I'll turn that off.
Professional
Sorry,
podcasting.
I've never had that done before. That's
you
usually
actually haven't. That's interesting.
So what was I saying? Sorry.
You said you were on about your last deck, which puts bombs into other people's.
Yes. So it was a really fun one because there were cards that cycled bombs into your opponent's deck, and then whenever your opponent drew one of these bombs, it did like 5 damage to them. And I think like every hero starts out with 30 health, but you could put a lot of bombs into your opponent's fucking deck, so
yeah,
it was fun. But this one is Disco Paladin. They're doing like this sort of they're doing like a music sort of theme for this expansion. So each class is a different genre of music. So Warrior is rock. Warlock is like, I think Warlock's supposed to be classical, which you think it'd be metal, but that's
classical. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But metal is like Death Knight.
Right.
Yeah. And then I think punk is like maybe Demon Hunter, but Paladin is disco. So I'm doing Disco Paladin, and it's a really simple concept, but there is one card in the new expansion for Paladin, which is really fucking stupid. Like, it's really busted, and it's a 5-mana free. Sorry, I'm getting into territory now where you'll not really understand what I'm talking about. I'll try and explain it a bit.
Yeah, this is going to be like at least half the podcast, so stick around or skip ahead. There'll be a lot of gaming talk to start with this. It's it's one of those more chill sorts of things, but there'll be plenty of stuff, don't worry.
Yeah, but it's a 5-mana free, so it costs 5 mana to put on the board, and it has free attack and free health, which is not very impressive to look at. However, what is impressive about it is the little writing at the bottom. It's got it's lifesteal.
Such a weird way to phrase that.
It's lifesteal, and its death rattle is whenever this minion dies, put it back in your hand and swap it with another minion in your hand, and that also gains lifesteal. So I have this minion on the board, this free with lifesteal. It dies to fucking whatever, and then in my hand I've got, Tyrion Fordrin, who is a 6/6 with Taunt and Divine Shield, and his death rattle is it gives me a 5/3 sword. I can have fucking Deathwing in my hand, which is a 12/12. That's good to have on the board with fucking lifesteal. So it's all just about like getting big things on the board that also like drain life as well. So like your health's just always full. So it's not as reliable as Bomb Warrior, because Bomb Warrior had a lot of ways to put bombs in your opponent's deck. This is just, I'm waiting for that one guy. I need that one guy in my hand, and then when he's in my hand, then we can start to boogie. But if not, I have won without him before. There are ways with that deck to win without him, but it's a lot harder to win without him. So
you want as much consistency as possible, really, as well, don't you?
Yeah,
I think that's the thing, especially in a game where it's a lot of randomness. Because it really is. It's mostly. Well, I guess it's not mostly luck, because there's
I'd say it's mostly luck. I'd say it's mostly luck. Like the pros only know how to exploit that luck, and like no, I mean that's not all they know. They obviously are talented at the game, but I mean like I'd say a good fucking chunk of it is luck. Because it's looking what you draw next. It's looking who you matched up against. It's looking like, you get discover cards, which are like where you just discover a random fucking card, out of all the deck cards in all of Hearthstone. You hope you get good ones when you discover that. So I think a lot of it is luck.
It's so strange that there can be a game where people can be professionals in it. They make their living playing it. That's so based off of luck.
Yeah, but look at gambling. Look at
I suppose.
Professional poker champion,
that,
like. So,
and I find that I find that weird as well. I find it weird that gambling can be a profession.
It is. That is kind of weird, I guess. But
so when it comes to your Hearthstone journey, then do you have like a goal for this ranked season or anything like that? You're just kind of doing it. Do you think you might? Yeah. Do you really want to try and get top rank or anything like that, or are you just going to see how far this deck's going to take you, or what?
No, to be honest, right now I'm sort of just playing it as something to do. Like it's just something to have on my phone. Like,
yeah,
I don't even have it on my computer right now because straight up, like if I don't have to play it, I won't play it. Like it's not like I'm not like you with your Apex journey where it's like that's basically the main thing you play. It's like now it used to be Hearthstone used to be the main thing I played, but now it's just I have it on my phone and I go on it whenever.
Fair enough then. Yeah. Well, speaking of Apex journey,
sorry. Do you want to talk about your Apex journey, or can I just go on a little rant about Blizzard first while we're talking about Blizzard?
Fuck it. Let's have the Blizzard rant. Is this by any chance to do with Overwatch?
It is.
I've seen the news. I've seen the whole thing about it.
Yeah, the news, Jake. Yeah, the good news.
I don't know much about it. So far as I know, they were promising some cool features for ages, and they just went, actually, we've not fucking done any of it.
Yeah. Basically, so Overwatch, the first Overwatch, when it first came out, fucking slapped. It was awesome. It was like, I think it was just the best like team fighter multiplayer. Like six heroes each side. I've straight up think it was the best when it first came out.
That's just what happens to games, though. When it first comes out, or like a month or so after it comes out, and when they refined it a bit, maybe a few months, and then it only goes downhill. That's what happens with every multiplayer game, especially something like Hearthstone that's got like. Kind of like numbers and systems to it. I know you're on about Overwatch, but I mean, something where you add more cards. It's like that's awful, but
but not only that, but also especially Blizzard games. It's all fucking Blizzard titles. You look back on any Blizzard multiplayer Blizzard title. What can you name me like one that still holds up? Don't say StarCraft. That doesn't count.
None of them hold up because, like, even World of Warcraft, you could say still holds up, but it's not. It's WoW Classic now. So basically, they had to go back to make it any of it hold up, and that's going to have to slowly get worse because otherwise, it's not WoW Classic because they have to add the expansions to Classic more until it becomes the normal one. Like, what are they going to do?
I know, and it's like, I've played Dragonflight, like, I've played the newest expansion of Retail WoW. Let me tell you, I do not give a fuck about anything that's going on in that universe right now in the Dragonflight shit. I don't even think, like, hardcore fans give a fuck about what's happening in Dragonflight right now. Like,
World of Warcraft was thought of the MMO that'll never be killed, that it'll never die, but it's just not true. It's dead game already.
It's like, it's like, I'd say it's not dead, but what kind of a life is fucking living on, like, life support like a fucking vegetable?
It's like that.
Like, fuck that. But anyway, we're talking about Overwatch.
Another game on life support.
Yeah. Another game that's on fucking life support. Yeah, that's been shoved down the stairs and now is paralyzed for the rest of its fucking life. Yeah, I used to fucking love this game, and it first started getting worse when it was just like, there was so many fucking not disabled.
Not too many disabled people playing it. Is that actually what you call it, though?
No, it wasn't. There's too many disabled mechanics in the game.
Right.
Like fucking, oh, you can't use that ability, or you can't move now, or you can't see.
Right.
Too fucking many. Like, and the visual effects as well. Fuck me. Like you'd get whiplash and go blind playing that fucking game because there was just so much shit going on the screen. That's when it started to get worse, but it was still all right.
I forgot that you were on about Overwatch. I thought we were still talking about World of Warcraft. But yeah, oh my god, I remember when we played it. It was just like I had a great time because I didn't give a shit. I thought it was funny. I was laughing at the game, not with it.
Yeah.
Because I was just like spraying into where the enemies might be, going just watching a bunch of particles flash around my screen. That's happening. And then eventually I'd just die and go, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah. That video game is literally like the fucking game equivalent of getting your keys and shaking them in front of a baby's face and watching them going, because it's just noise. It's just noise and colours and flashing shit.
I said that it's like rolling a dice on a table while you've got music going, and then a bunch of flashing lights and stuff, and you roll a dice and hope it lands on a 6. You may as well be doing that. Why not?
So that was ass, and some of the heroes were just overpowered when they came out, but it was still all right. It was still there was still Overwatch in there. Then they went, guys, Blizzard, this is Blizzard, right? They went, guys, we got a fucking great thing to tell you. Overwatch, forget about it. It's old news, baby. Old news. Say hello to Overwatch 2, the second one. Like, right, okay.
Wait,
what have you
announced that? Wait, because I thought they'd announced these features for Overwatch, but then said, no, we're going to do this instead, and it's going to have none of those features. That's what I thought.
No. This is what's going on. So there was Overwatch, and then they said Overwatch 2's coming out. And the reason why this is Overwatch 2 is the big change, ladies and gentlemen. Listen carefully to the words very carefully that come out my mouth right now. The biggest and the main reason for it going to Overwatch 2 was for single player content. Not single player, but PvE, like story stuff.
Zombies in a way.
Yeah, like not single player, sorry, but a campaign mode, like a story mode. They've done it before, where they've done like events.
This is basically what Apex does, by the way. They kind of have a story going parallel to the whole kind of battle royale thing.
I didn't even know they did that. But yeah, I think you're probably like that then, where it's like a team of you and you're fighting NPCs and then you're progressing through the story that way. They
don't always have that. They don't always have you fighting kind of computer enemies, but they have. Sometimes it happens as like an in-game event. But there's always some sort of story going on, almost like a story mode thing. But there's often like a comic to follow type of thing.
Yeah. But that is what the Overwatch, that's what they were saying. And they were also saying, like, progression systems for the heroes during your single player campaign thing, level up hero abilities and get them to do like crazy shit. Tracer's fucking chest bomb ultimate. How about it splits into 3? That shit kind of shit.
Okay.
That's it. That's the big main reason why Overwatch 2, right? So that they can expand on this universe more. So they update Overwatch 1 and it becomes Overwatch 2. It's just gone. Overwatch 1 is just gone. It's not like a new game. I guess maybe it's a separate game. I don't really know how it worked on consoles, to be honest with you. I don't know if like the old copies of Overwatch 1 just got updated to that version.
You probably download the new one because like with Apex on PS5, it says Apex Legends and there's a little symbol that says PS4 next to it, and then there's one that's the exact same game. It says Apex Legends, there's a little PS5 symbol next to it. I didn't actually realize while I've been playing it on my PlayStation, and I had to uninstall the PS4 version and put the PS5 one on, and it took fucking 8 hours. So that's probably what I'm guessing they would do with Overwatch 2. It'd probably be a separate thing.
I should imagine. You didn't have to buy Overwatch 2 is something I do want to make a point of as well. Like, you'd have to buy it if you didn't own Overwatch 1. Yeah. Like, then you'd have to buy it. But if you owned Overwatch 1, you had Overwatch 2. So that was probably the only good thing about the whole thing, about the whole situation. So, Overwatch 1, gone. Overwatch 2, the hot new thing it's in. So, immediately, a terrible, 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 terrible fucking change, right? They used to have loot boxes.
Yeah.
I liked the loot boxes. I liked...
That's weird. People famously don't like loot boxes.
I know, but, like, in this type of game where, like, you know, the whole thing is just shooting each other with colourful characters... You know, I suppose, like, having skins and stuff just to make those colourful characters even more colourful, it's alright. It's like, you know...
It's less about getting the skins for them, that's good, but it's more about kind of how shady loot boxes are to do with kind of, like, gambling.
Yeah, which is, you know, I suppose... The thing is, for me, is I don't care about that. Like,
the thing is, for me, is I don't care about anyone, so...
No, I don't. I simply don't. No, the thing is with... The thing is that you can you can go spend your money anywhere. Like you are in control of your own money. I know people have problems, but at the end of the day, it's down to them to say no and like know when to stop.
I think the problem with it is that that's something that you can put onto 18-year-olds and things like that. That's why gambling is for 18-year-olds. 13-years are allowed to play that game, and it's kind of, should they ever be able to?
You know.
It's a bit difficult, that one. I always tend to err on the side of freedom and then let kind of parents be the ones that have to kind of deal with this sort of thing and know what it is.
I heard freedom. So anyway, so loot boxes. I like the loot boxes. You know, it was like... You know, whenever you level up or you do a cool certain thing, you got a loot box, you know, and then if you felt like you wanted more loot boxes, you go ahead and buy more loot boxes. It's up to you.
At this point, I just want to leave you my stance on loot boxes. I've been playing Apex on a new account on my PlayStation, and I've hoarded 56 of them, and I'm not opening them. I'm just not even gonna. And I've been given free in-game currency that's enough to buy 2 more. Not even bought them. I'm just not even spending anything. Never mind real money. I'm not spending in-game money on that game. That's how much I refuse to spend on that game anymore.
Right. So yeah, you know, that was it. However, in Overwatch 2, it's a battle pass system. Isn't that much more
they have both.
fun? Isn't that so much better? It's not better.
I think it's similar sort of thing.
It's not, let me tell you, because the fucking rewards on the battle pass are ass.
So it's not about the system then, it's the rewards, because if the rewards are better on the battle pass, then it would be better, because you can actually play the game and earn rewards rather than gambling for them.
Let me bring it up real quick. Yeah, like, the rewards, like they're only worth fucking doing if you've paid money for it, which is, you know, you're talking about predatory behavior. What the fuck's that? It's like...
But then you know what you're getting. And you can actually decide. No, I know, but then you know what you're getting, and you can decide whether you want to spend the money on it or not. Whereas in the loot box system, you've not a clue what you're getting. You just have to hope you're going to get one that you like for a character that you like.
But then I never get anything. I never get anything because I don't want anything. It's like
fine, you wouldn't. But what I'm saying is, if it was the loot box system, it'd only be those rewards in it anyway, and then you'd spend money trying to get something you want, and you wouldn't want any of it, but you have already spent money.
I wouldn't because I could play
what you're saying is, either system, you're not going to spend money because the rewards are shit. But in the system that's the battle pass, at least you know the rewards are shit, and you can make that decision.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in the loot box one, you're spending money, and it's a gamble. Like, I'd much rather spend the money and it be a gamble than spend the money and my rewards just be shit.
But, Judd, if you spend the money and it's a gamble, your rewards are still shit.
No, because you can get good rewards. There used to be good rewards. Now
then what I'm telling you is, it's the rewards that's a problem. You want the good rewards in the battle pass is what you want, because then you can get those good rewards and you know how to get them rather than just hoping that you get them. The battle pass system is definitely better, 100%.
It's not the way they've fucking done it.
It's not about the way they've done the system. What you're saying is you don't like the rewards.
I'm saying I don't
those
like
rewards
Blizzard,
that you think are good in the Battle Pass system, you could see, oh, those rewards are good, and I know how to get them, rather than the loot crate system, which is those rewards are good. Better hope I get them. You know. That's the difference. But what I will say is they're both bad. That's the main thing. Both bad. But Battle Pass is slightly better.
I think this is so much worse. At least how they've done it. Like I just feel like I don't know. Before it was like, it was like whenever I leveled up or something, it was like, oh, I got a loot box now. It's probably ass, but it could not be. But now, like I say, and if the rewards were better, then great, but they're not. They're just shit.
Well, what they should do is when you level up, instead of being given a loot crate, be given the equivalent in in-game currency, so then you can save up for the Battle Pass.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
So now when you level up, do you just get nothing?
You don't even get anything. You don't even level up. It's your battle pass. It's your battle pass that levels up.
Right.
So if you're not paid for the battle pass, then fuck you.
Right, that is worse then. That's why it's worse. Right.
Yeah, because it's like every time you leveled up before, you got a loot box.
See, or if you did games have both. So in Apex, you get loot boxes that you can open, and you get one every other level. So every second time you level, you get one until a certain level. I can't remember what level it is, and then you don't get any more. But then there's also a battle pass, and the battle pass is crap stuff if you don't buy it. There's a free version, but if you buy it, it's crap stuff that's slightly better. So and you still have to level it up to get there. But that's that, and you can also buy more loot crates if you want. But what I will say is the stuff on the battle pass you can't get from the loot boxes. So it's different stuff.
So it incentivizes you to buy the loot pass with the battle passes as well, which is good. No, in this it's you spent 40 quid on our game. Cool. Now spend another 15 quid on it if you want to actually progress and earn rewards.
See, and if you don't, it costs money in the first place. That's just.
And if you don't like this season's reward, fuck you.
Well, it's more if you don't like this season's rewards, don't buy it then. Which is fine, but then they don't make money, so they need to make rewards that are good. That's kind of the point.
It's just fucking stupid. Anyway, so that was that whole thing that happened at the start. But what the news actually is, the news today, ladies and gentlemen, is that swanky new campaign mode I was talking to you about. You excited to see Tracer, see what she's up to, what her backstory and deep leak. I also want to be Tracer, but sometimes I want to be dead. Anyway, so yeah.
What about Widowmaker?
Sure.
I'll be Bastion.
Widowmaker fucking took a shot and took out the campaign in Overwatch 2. That's what.
Are you getting my reference, Judd? Do you not know what I'm doing?
No, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, you idiot. Of course I do, yes. Yeah, so it's gone. It's just not happening.
Good. Blizzard's been shit for years. I don't know what anyone expected. I look at Blizzard fans, people who like their games, and laugh. It's like this is coming from a guy whose game is overseen by EA of all people. Fucking EA, and I still look at Blizzard and go, "What the fuck did you expect?"
Yeah, what is going on there? But it's like, what have they been doing for the past 4 years? And I'm sorry, but it does not fucking take you 4 years to do a side thing that you're attaching onto this game. It's not even fucking complicated. It's literally just, you start here, you run through this corridor of NPCs that tries to kill you, you listen to fucking characters talk in the background about story stuff, that's it. Then it's a progression system. That's all you had to fucking do. People have been doing it for years. Telling me that fucking Blizzard can't do something as simple as that.
What's extra bad about that is they're making a whole nother game to do it. So, for example, there's certain stuff, again, I'm comparing it to Apex because that's what I've played the most and I know about. Apex uses a really old engine. It's great for like movement mechanics and stuff like that. It means the movement in Apex is really good. But because it uses an old engine that adds certain things that would be really good for the game, it's a lot more complicated than you might think, and it makes it a bit hard to compare to other games that already have it. But in the Overwatch scenario, they're doing an Overwatch 2. They can use whatever engine they want.
It was literally from the ground up. Exactly. They could have done whatever they wanted, but you know what they did? You know what they did want to do is they wanted to create an opportunity to throw this whole fucking loot box system out and implement something way more predatory. You can't convince me this isn't the reason why they've done the whole Overwatch 2 jump. Like, it's straight up to make more money.
I don't know, because, like, they could have probably added that to Overwatch 1 anyway.
I know, but I feel like this was an excuse to do it. Like, I feel like if they would
draw more people in to start buying stuff.
Yeah, so it's a way to draw people in, but it's also like fucking smoke and mirrors. It's a distraction.
Yeah.
Because if it was Overwatch 1 and they just went, guys, no more loot boxes, we're changing to a battle pass system now, people would really dig in and analyze just the battle pass system. And I think a lot more people would go, hold on, this thing fucking sucks, and you're just doing this to be predatory and get more money out of people. But what they've done is they've gone, guys, Overwatch 2, look at these cool new features we're adding. And then, oh, by the way, the Battle Pass thing is now here as well. And now 4 years down the line, and it turns out that the fucking office has been empty. Nobody's been working there.
Not just because of COVID. It's like they weren't all working from home.
I go in the mail. It says Pepe Silvia, Pepe Silvia. There's whole boxes full of Pepe.
I don't get that reference, but
no, it's
sure.
From Always Sunny. It's from Always Sunny. Anyway, yeah, okay. So it feels like a fucking scam. It's like,
again, I don't know what else to say other than what, bro, what do you expect?
I know, I shouldn't be surprised, but like, there was literally nothing else. This was it. This was the thing. This was the reason why.
This is
what do you
coming
mean?
From the company that on World of Warcraft for years and years has been charging you to buy the expansions. Every time you have to buy them, you have to pay up front and pay more a month.
Yeah.
Every month. No. No. You know, I can just, you know, there's lots of games that are straight up free for a start, Blizzard. like actually fully free.
Yeah.
And then also, there's loads of amazing games that you just give someone £30 and then you have an amazing experience. You can just do that. You know you can do that.
listen. I'd rather play fucking Pounce than fucking Overwatch. So
good old Pounce. It's probably a more competitive game at this point.
It's probably a more compelling game. I tell you what, it's got a better fucking story mode than Overwatch 2.
Oh dear. Well. Is that your rant, Judd?
I think that's pretty much it. I could be a lot more angry, but the thing is, it's like. Overwatch to me was already dead anyway. Like it genuinely, it used to be like one of my favorite games. Like I used to get home from school and just play Overwatch because I loved it that much.
I remember loads of people saying it was their game of the year when it came out, or when it was still in beta or something like that.
Yeah, it were awesome. But you know, like too many cooks with all the different fucking heroes and shit going off, and you know
that always happens.
Blizzard
every hero game, it just keeps getting worse and worse. With adding more and more heroes, Apex is suffering from it. It's on the edge of it now. In a few more seasons with more legends added, there's just going to be too many. This is why I'm trying. This season is the perfect time to do my last push to Masters, and I've said that multiple times. But it's just going to get worse, and it's just going to get harder, and the skill cap is getting higher and higher as well. People are getting better and better at it. So that's difficult for a start. But I wanted to tell you about Ranked, Judd, because it's a new season. Season 17. There's not many changes other than a new ranked system. So, here's how the ranks go in Apex. Rookie is the first rank. This is literally for new accounts. Brand new accounts. They start in Rookie. You can't go into Rookie if you've already played before. You can't do it. It doesn't put you in there. It's just for brand new accounts. It goes Rookie 4, Rookie 3, Rookie 2, Rookie 1, and then you go into Bronze. Okay? So then there's Bronze 4, 3, 2, 1, Silver 4, 3, 2, 1. Each rank has 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it goes Rookie, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, and then same with Hearthstone. It starts getting a bit different. Then you go into Master Rank.
Mhm.
You can D-rank as well from it. It used to be in previous seasons, if you went up from Silver 1 into Gold 4, you then couldn't go back down. You can't go back down from Gold 4 into Silver 1. That got changed, but it added kind of a bit of protection. So if you were in Gold 4 and you lost a game and you would have gone down to Silver, it then said 2 out of 3 games remaining. And if you lost those 2, you'd go back down. And you'd lose a bunch of points. You'd go halfway down into Silver 1. To, like, make sure you can't just swap between the 2 all the time. So that's that. At Masters, it's past a certain threshold, and then your Masters. But then there's also Apex Predator, is the top rank. Apex Predator is the top 500 players with the most points. So basically, the gap between getting to Masters and getting to Apex Predator gets bigger and bigger and bigger over the season because the top 500 players are gaining more and more points. You with me?
Okay. Yes.
So, in previous seasons, it used to be that if you get a kill, then that multiplies the amount of points you're going to get. And then the amount of points you're going to get is based off placement. So there's 20 teams, and if you got like 5th, let's say you get 80 points, but if you got 5 kills, that might change it to 200 points. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
So it also used to be that each rank costs more points to buy into a game. So when you're in Rookie, you can join a game, and even if you die first, you lose no points. Same with Bronze. Bronze 4. But then Bronze 3, it might cost you, say, 5 points to enter a game, and if you die first, you lose 5 points, okay? But
it's weird that they've got, like, a buy-in.
I think that's quite common. Yeah, for especially for stuff like shooter ranks and things like that. I think Valorant and Fortnite, well, Fortnite's only just got a ranked system, weirdly. Valorant and, like, CSGO and stuff like that is like that.
Yeah.
So, and it gets more and more, that buy-in, the higher the rank you go, which also means the amount of points you can get is kind of less and less the higher you go. So you have to do like better and better, basically. So when you start getting to Diamond, you're looking at like 50 points to enter a game, and if you win and you get a bunch of kills, you might only get 200 points to progress. So that's how it used to work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? This season, I'm going to fully admit, they made a really dumb change that's working out great for me. Because it used to be that the highest rank I ever got to was Diamond 3. Yeah. This is also because you would get matched against opponents based on what rank you're in. So, if you're in Rookie, you're only going to be against other Rookie players.
Yeah.
If you're in Bronze 4, you will still be in Rookie lobbies. Okay? As soon as you get to the number 3 of a rank, you will then be in the same rank as that, if that makes sense. So Bronze 3 will be against other people from Bronze 3, Bronze 2, Bronze 1, and Silver 4 players.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So the only time this is different is with Diamond. So as soon as you got to Diamond 3, you're then in the top lobbies. Top 500 players, all the Masters players, and the Diamond 3, 2, and 1s. You're against all of them. That's why the top rank I ever got to previously was Diamond 3, because I got to the point where I could quite comfortably beat Diamond 4, Platinum 1, Platinum 2, people like that. But then when I was against like top level players, I just was not quite good enough. This is bearing in mind that this is a 3-player team online game, and I was queuing solo. I was on my own queuing. So I was with 2 random people. The biggest thing I should have done was find a good team. That's the main thing. But there's problems with that for me because I don't know when I'm going to be able to play. So I can't go and then find other people and say, oh, let's team up together and grind ranked. And then the next day I'm like, can't play. The next day I'm like, I'm playing for 20 hours straight. Let's go. I can't just do it on a whim like that. It's not fair. So I have to queue solo as well, which is really difficult. As in, pro players do solo to masters as like a bit of a challenge. So
Yeah.
that's how it used to work. The new system is this. Other than Rookie, I believe, I'm not sure. Rookie, 0 cost to enter a game still. But at the start of the season, what happens is you play 10 matches with like everyone. And based on how you do in those 10 matches, it'll shove you in one of the ranks. So my 10 matches went awfully because I was solo queuing. My teammates were terrible, as they always are. They don't want to play safe. I ended up in Bronze 3. Not great.
Yep.
Not great at all. But the thing is, every single rank, it costs 35 points to enter. Every rank. Doesn't matter what. I played a diamond game, 35 points. When I was in bronze, 35 points. It's the same for every rank. I don't know why. I don't know why they thought this would be good. But the other thing is kills don't matter for shit anymore. It doesn't matter about killing people. Or it does get you something, but it's just not necessary.
Yeah.
Because the way it works now is, if you go out before 10th place, you're losing points.
Yeah.
You're losing points, no matter what. If you get to 10th place, good, you're going up in points. It's that different. And 10th place is halfway. So that means all you have to do is get at least 10th place in every single game. Like, it's not going to happen every single game, but you have to get at least 10th place in every single game. And eventually, you'll get to Masters. You'll never get to Predator because obviously the top players are going to keep moving that goalpost. But you'll eventually get to Masters. So I'm like, I've been trying to get to Masters. So I've been on a tear trying to get to Masters. And because placement matters so much, you can just play safe. That's how I like to play anyway. And it's been going very well. I started at Bronze 3. Oh, that's the other thing. That's the other thing that's changed. In the previous system, to go from from Silver 4 to Gold 4, let's say that takes you like 2,000 points. But to go from Diamond 4 to Masters, that might have been like 6,000 points. So it's a lot bigger gaps to get through as well. This season, it's the same. Everyone's the same. So it's 1,000 points per number. So Silver 3 to Silver 2, 1,000 points. Diamond 4 to Diamond 3, 1,000 points. Diamond 1 to Masters, 1,000 points. It's all 1,000 points. Okay. So again, the reward's the same, the gaps are the same, and also, that makes it even more easy is, it doesn't match you per rank anymore either. It matches you based on a hidden MMR skill behind the scenes.
Oh, we love behind the scenes things that we can't see.
In Bronze 3, well, it takes a bit of time to obviously understand how good you are. So let's say Silver. In Silver 3, the games in theory should have been just as hard for me as Diamond and Masters.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure of that because I got a lot of Diamond. I've had a lot of Diamond, Masters, and Predator players on my team through this entire run, from like Bronze all the way up to Diamond 3. That's how far I am so far. Diamond 3 is the highest rank I've ever achieved, and I've matched it today.
Oh shit!
That's in how many days have I played this? 8 days. There's how many days is there in total that I've got to do this? 42. There's 42 days in total. So I got essentially 5,000 points for free, and in my first day, including that, I or is it 6,000? It would have been 5,000. I got 10,000 points. To get to Masters, it's 24,000 points. So the next day, I gained 3,384. The next day, I only gained 410. Now, this is a bit of a problem, right? One of the 3 maps that's in rotation is crap. It's awful. It's really bad. So on Olympus days, which is that map, I set my expectations a lot lower.
Okay.
So that would have been an Olympus day. The main reasons is it's got loads of choke points. So what happens is you might be fighting a team And then another team will come because it's herd fighting, they'll third party. And then another team will come. And basically, you have to escape this big clusterfuck and get to a safe spot. Then all of those teams die and you get good placement. That's a lot harder on Olympus because there's loads of choke points that you can't get past people because there's like massive walls in your way and things like that. So it makes it really hard to escape. On top of that, when you're solo queuing, the random teammates are terrible. And normally, all they want to do is zip off into 9 teams on their own and get shot straight away and die. So all you can do after that is hide and try and get as far placement as you want. That's not too bad in this season because placement is basically all that matters. So, it helps a lot for solo queuing that's the case. However, Olympus, it's the only map that's not like naturally based. So all the other maps have got natural like rock faces, trees, grass, all sorts of stuff like that. Olympus is a floating city, so it just doesn't really have that sort of thing. So it makes it a lot harder to hide as well. And also those choke points mean that it's a lot easier for you to get spotted in a vulnerable position. So that's the difficult thing with that. But basically, I don't know. I'm on a roll, man. I'm in. It's the first time I've enjoyed Apex Ranked. I'm saying it now. I'm enjoying myself.
Because they broke it and made it too easy.
Basically. Like, I fully understand, right, that it's not right. This isn't right. I think I like the hidden kind of skill MMR thing and the matchmaking of that. I like that. Yeah. I also feel affirmed that I deserve a higher rank than I've ever gotten. Right? Because
deserve it, okay.
Because the skill-based matchmaking is matching me with Masters ranks more than anyone else. Mm-hmm. By far, I'm being matched with Masters... not with Masters teammates so much, but definitely against Masters players more than anyone else, for sure. Whereas I've only got to Diamond before. And I think that's due to solo queuing and things like that, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I had more stuff to say about it, but I'm just excited. I've done predictions, so I've done I've got a spreadsheet that tracks all this, because of course I have. I'm a massive fucking nerd. Today I hit Diamond 3. Tomorrow, I'm going to a VIP screening of Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. So I'll not have any of the evening to play. So I might only be able to fit a game or two in my lunch break. See what I'm saying? In your
lunch break? Oh, okay.
In my lunch break, because I'll be working all day.
Oh, okay, I see.
So I might not have much time to play it. So I'm only hoping for 500 points or so then.
Okay.
Friday, I should have more time to play it. So I'm going for 750 points. Bear in mind, my average is 1,600. So I'm not expecting that much of myself in Diamond now. I'm kind of keeping my expectations low and my hopes high. You know what I'm saying here? Then Saturday, I should have all day to play, but I'm only aiming for 800.
Okay.
Sunday, weird thing, I'm having a 90s day. Me and my girlfriend have planned a day where we're going to pretend it's the 90s. So, obviously... Game didn't exist in the 90s. Can't play it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've allocated 0 points for that day.
But you know what game did exist in the 90s? Pokemon.
It did. I'd have to get an actual Pokemon. I'd have to get a Game Boy, an original Game Boy, though, to play it, because that's the only one that existed in the 90s. Yeah. I think I've got one of those somewhere.
You also need to listen to, Limp Bizkit.
How? I've not got their CD.
You'll have to get a mixtape.
I could make a mixtape beforehand. I have got some tapes. I've got a tape player as well. But then we're looking at Sunday. Wait, is that Sunday? Wait a minute. Oh, no. No, Sunday is the 90s day. And then we're looking at Monday. Again, it's a work day, so I've only said 400 points for that. And that's also a bad map day as well. That's the bad map. So bear in mind, if you get a win and you get a few kills, that could be 400 points. That could be one game. It's likely to be maybe 3. I would say probably about 6 games, if I'm being kind of cautious. And then, by my prediction, I should finally, after years of trying, get to Master Rank next Tuesday, the day before
Nice.
the next podcast recording. So, what I say to you, listeners, is tune into the next podcast to find out whether I want to kill myself or if I'm in jubilation. Because to be honest, if I don't hit it that Tuesday, I can try and play on the Wednesday as well, right, just before podcast and stuff like that. But if I don't hit it by that podcast, I'm away Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm away the rest of that week, so that's going to be torture because I'll be so close. But I should have plenty of days to do it anyway. So that's Apex Ranked. I'm very excited about it. There's not been a single day when it's gone badly. No games badly. No game badly. Not a single day.
No game badly.
So it's very exciting. I'm very pleased about it. And I finished for the day. I've got enough points today. So I got 1,915 points today. I went from Platinum 1 to Diamond 3.
I love how it's like work, like you're fucking clocking in at the old Apex Legends.
I normally, on my day off, I normally don't set an alarm and just sleep until I wake up. Once I did that and woke up at 2 p.m. That's how tired I've been. I've on my days off, I've been setting an alarm for 10 a.m. Like not really early, but I've been getting up, kind of getting ready. Maybe giving my girlfriend a hug, brush my teeth, clock in. Right, here we go. And I take regular breaks, though. I mowed the lawn the other day. I've done some other stuff.
Yeah. It's. I think that also speaks to the game as well. When you're like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go do chores."
No, because I normally kind of play until. Because normally, like, games tend to either go bad or kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
And then eventually I might get a win or like a second place with quite a few kills, and I'll gain a load of points. And I'll be like, oh, right, okay, that was good. I'm gonna take a break now while I'm still in like more a positive mood. Rest up a bit and then come back. I also have a nap after lunchtime, right, every day. And I've been having shorter naps so that I can get back on the grind and everything like that. Because it's the most promising by a long way. Not only that, right, this is how into this I am. I'm not playing on PC, I'm playing on PlayStation. Because the competition on console isn't as difficult, because more kids play and stuff like that. So console players are not as good, I think. I don't know. I think that's the case. So I've had to learn controller as well, rather than playing. I normally play on keyboard and mouse, so I've had to learn a completely different input for this. I bought thumbsticks to increase my aim, to make my aim better. What else did I do? Every skin on every character I use is an actual camo skin, so I blend in better. Functionality rather than like. I also don't have any skins because, like I said, I refuse to even open the packs. I figured I'm not allowed to open any packs on that account until I hit Masters. That's kind of my deal. Is what I'm doing. So yeah, everything is like in my favor. I'm like trying to do everything to make this work. I'm now, because I've gotten to Diamond 3 and it looks like this could genuinely be possible, I'm going to order a HDMI splitter so that I can record games from my PlayStation, because I want to get my reaction to finally hitting it if it happens. So anyway, just a quick question for you then, Judd. A quick question to mix this up, because we promised the listeners to this podcast that it wouldn't be all games, and it is. So, I've got a hypothetical for you. This is straight from another podcast. This is stealing content. I'm going to be honest, because I've gotten into a podcast called 0 Degrees. Really cool podcast from the Ogscast. They get questions from their audience, and they're normally really weird, crude questions like, I once got so drunk that I shit my pants and got a bunch of turd in my foreskin. What should I do in that scenario? How do I not get so wasted? They get stuff like that.
Not get turd in my foreskin.
And one of the questions they got was, you are now competing in a horrible, dirty triathlon. You know what a triathlon is?
Dirty triathlon.
You have to. It's normally cycle, swim, and run. Yeah. But on this one, it's swim, crawl, and run. Okay. So you have to. Okay. You have to do those through piss, shit, and vomit. Which one you swimming, crawling, and running through? Oh, look, he's thinking about it now.
So I'm swimming in piss.
I think that's a given. They said the same. As soon as I heard it, I thought, you got to swim in piss. The other two are going to be too... You can't swim in shit. It's too thick.
No,
it's way too thick.
Yeah.
Vomit, it's something that they said that I'd not thought of. Acidic. Acid.
Yeah, it burn. It'd
burn you.
Yeah, it burn. No, I'm swimming in piss. I gotta swim in piss.
And that's not even because I have to.
Yeah, that's just because I want to. I was like,
a nice piss swim. Why not?
So crawl. I think I've got a. The thing is, I don't know if I want to run through shit because I feel like that's more. I'm more likely to trip and hurt myself.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm more likely
to your shoes and everything. It's going to make it hard.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the last one. Honestly, I know I have to crawl through the other, but honestly, I'm thinking more about run. It's like if I have to fucking run, I don't want to like go flying and like break my fucking neck or something.
Whereas, that's the thing. Shit's gonna cake your shoes and make it so difficult. You're basically not gonna be able to run. You're gonna have to tread.
Or are you gonna trip on a turd like you would a fucking banana?
No,
like...
I don't know. It's gonna cake you too much. It's like mud. Yeah. It's like running through mud. It gets all over you and bogs you down. And whereas vomit, it might be a bit. I don't know. It might be vomit's going to be slippy. Is the thing I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm gonna say. Crawl through. I'd have stuff on, wouldn't I? So it's not. I ain't gonna worry about like acidic sort.
You'd be in normal running gear here.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to be in shorts and a t-shirt and running shoes.
I think crawl through puke, run through shit. I think is what I'm doing.
Really?
Yeah, it's what I think I'm going for.
I do the opposite on that. I'm swimming through piss for sure. That might actually be good for your skin somehow. I don't know.
I'm having a little sip while I'm down there. You know, I'm fucking getting a taste for it.
You got the same problem with the vomit acidity if you're crawling through it. Your legs and your arms are going to be in this acid. And vomit stinks worse than shit. I'm sorry.
It's not like
vomit smells worse. Vomit's the worst smell. Yeah. So I don't want my nostrils close to vomit. I'm not doing that. Whereas like shit, you can almost convince yourself that it's mud. You know? I would crawl. I don't think that crawling through shit is going to hinder me. Like, I think I'm going to crawl at a similar speed through shit. Whereas if I run through mud, you're going to be running through it for longer. You're like in it for longer if you're running through shit.
I'm sticking with my first answer. If I run through shit.
Why?
I just do. I think they're both fine answers. Like, I think they're both all right.
You just want to get close to that vomit. You're like a dog. You want to lick it up for your dinner.
That. Yeah, I do. I want to go.
Oh, God. That's disgusting. Right, okay, well, on that note, we always find a way to end this on something horrible. Probably less horrible than Overwatch 2, though, so, there you go.
Listen, I'd rather do all those three things than fucking play Overwatch 2, so...
Would you rather do all those three things, or have to get to Legend on Hearthstone again? You just pulled. You were like the trauma I saw in your eyes from trying to get to that rank.
Yeah, I'd honestly, I genuinely rather fucking drink a concoction of the three. I think, like honestly,
God.
I genuinely.
Oh, well, if you manage to sit through this podcast, then you are a real gamer, including all the bodily fluids. And make sure you follow us on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. You can even subscribe on Twitch. You can use your Twitch Prime. That would make us jolly as fuck. Tweet at Tweets Badly to keep up with news, Podcast Badly on everything, Streams Badly on everything. Right, sign us out with your famous saying that you say all the time.
Just fucking look, Blizzard. If you're gonna make a promise, you know, fucking stick to it. We weren't asking for the fucking moon, you know. We were asking for a corridor to walk down and shoot fucking robots. Jesus Christ!
Wait, no, you're asking for Jesus Christ. Now I think
Jesus Christ. Get him on the horn.